Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. Today's reading is a collective love reading. If you are new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe. If you are returning, welcome back. A bit about me first. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I receive messages prior to the reading, generally through songs, through downloads, through channeled messages. I collate that information and I'll use my tarot and oracle decks to deliver a message. So whether you have stumbled across this message at the time that I post it or at a later date, there may be a message in it for you. And the sun is trying to come out. It's been raining here all morning, and I think it's just peeking in and out of the clouds, which actually aligns beautifully with the message that I am receiving today. A very, very sweet, sweet love message. So, first of all, as I was shuffling the cards, these three wanted to show themselves. We've got the World, which is number 21. We've got the Four of Swords, and then we have number 7, a cheer. Patience, learning and wisdom. So I'll just leave those cards there because I will shuffle them back into the decks, and if they're meant to come out, it is further clarification of the message that I'm receiving. So first and foremost, all of the decks that I use on my channel are my own design. Over the last couple of years, I've been guided through my own spiritual journey to create a range of tarot and oracle decks, specifically so that I could use them when I decided to open up my channel. So these are 6 of the decks that I have. I do have a large range, and I've got another 6 in production at the moment. So if you are called to or are interested in any of these decks, then the links to them can be found in the description box if you want to purchase them. All of them, one of them, whatever you choose. So this message has been coming through the past couple of days, and that's often what happens. I get bits and pieces of a puzzle, and then I am guided by little hints along the way to pull it together. So I was doing some research. It's not my own, but I've got a divine feminine oracle deck, and I was looking into some of the divine feminines that are within that deck. I just did a random shuffle, and the cards I got were Mirabai, and she is the Saint of Freedom. She was married to her own soul. I got Hestia, who is the goddess of sanctuary. Now her motto is, no matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. I will say today, and it also pertains to this reading as well, there is one of my neighbors at the back is using a jackhammer. So if you can hear it in the background, I will try to remove some of the noise when I do the editing of this video, but it's something that I cannot control. So I got Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. And then I got Sarah Leigh Cully, the queen of the outsiders. I have arrived. Now I've just written, I wrote those down on a piece of paper, and as I was doing the pre-shuffle to this song, as I was doing the pre-shuffle to this reading, a song popped up in my random shuffle because I just had it playing in the background unknowingly, and You Will Be Found, which I think is Ben Platt, but it's from the musical. Well, it started as a musical, and it's now a movie, Dear Evan Hansen. Now, where I'd written it unknowingly on my piece of paper, just as I quickly scribbled it down as I was getting prepared for this reading, is directly above Hestia. Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. You Will Be Found was that song that I got. Let's jump into the song that I was channeling this morning. I got My Sharia More, which is a Stevie Wonder song. And I was familiar with this song, but I haven't really looked into the lyrics. So I'm going to read them to you. Because like with many of the songs that I channel, there is a storyline, an underlying storyline that helps when I'm pulling out the cards and helps with the messages that are trying to come through. I connect with music. I was actually just thinking before, most of my life, I can actually equate a song to a time period in my life. Okay, so let's go. My Cherie Amour by Stevie Wonder. Lovely as a summer's day, my Cherie Amour, distant as the Milky Way. My Cherie Amour, pretty little one that I adore. You're the only one that my heart beats for. How I wish you were mine. In a cafe or in a crowded street, I've been near you, but you've never noticed me. My Cherie Amour, won't you tell me, how could you ignore that behind that little smile I wore, how I wish that you were mine. I can't believe I've never read the lyrics to that song before. That is the cutest. That is about somebody. That is a secret admirer. Somebody in and around you. Won't you tell me how you could ignore that behind that little smile I wore? Somebody who thinks that you should be able to pick up on the fact that, but I think you're oblivious. As I said, I was getting those cards, came out yesterday, and I hadn't connected them with the rest of the message. I hadn't received all the puzzle pieces. But Mirabai, the true saint of freedom, I am married to my own soul. Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. Sarah La Kali, the queen of the outsiders. This is, you are somebody oblivious. You are somebody living in your own world. Perfectly content in your own world. And potentially that is why you are not picking up on any of the singles. Why did I say that? That's cute. Any of the signals of people around you, because you are living in your own world. And when these cards came out while I was shuffling, that was the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh, you're in your own world. It's not that you're ignoring this person. It's that you're so oblivious. And it made me think of, and actually it popped into my head straight away. It made me think of Enchanted, the movie Enchanted, where Amy Adams, who's the main character, falls literally into New York, and we've got the jackhammers going, which to me is a sound that I think of New York. Amy Adams falls into that world. She falls out of a fairy tale into that world, and she's so oblivious. She can't understand why people are doing things the way they're doing them. She's just so naive and innocent. She's oblivious, and it's because she lives in her own world. So when I was humming one of the songs from that movie Enchanted. There may be messages in that movie Enchanted. If you've got the time to watch it, it's actually, I'm going to go back and watch it. Now, her name in that movie, I think, was Giselle. So she falls into that world completely oblivious, unaware, very, very naive. And when I was thinking about that, I was humming the lyrics to the song. Now, the song I didn't know the lyrics to. So I actually had to ask my daughter, who literally knows the lyrics of every single Disney song there is known to man. But the song I was humming was not the song she told me. There was actually a reason in it, because the song that she gave me was That's How You'll Know. Again, it's sung by Amy Adams, and I will link it. But the lyrics within that song perfectly align with My Cherie Amour. How does she know that you love her? That song is about the two of them they're almost doing this dance, tiptoeing around each other, wondering if the other person knows that they like them, and vice versa. One of the final, and again, one of those songs that, you know, I will hum along to or sing along to, and I knew the song, but I'd never really looked at the lyrics of it. And it is literally this dance of two people in two separate worlds trying to communicate. But the line that struck out for me in that song, don't treat her like a mind reader, especially if you are somebody who lives in your own world. You are somebody that is perfectly married to your own soul. You are somebody that is has created your own sanctuary. Sarah La Kali, Queen of the Outsiders. You are somebody that doesn't need a million people around you. Your focus isn't on the external. So then it makes sense that you wouldn't necessarily pick up on the messages that people are trying to give you. Four of Swords. You're in your own world. And there's potentially somebody in and around you who's trying to send you messages and you're not picking up on them. Go and watch that movie. So That's How You'll Know by Amy Adams. And the first one was My Cherie Amour by Stevie Wonder. My Cherie Amour, won't you tell me how you could ignore that behind that little smile I wore, how I wish that you were mine. This is so cute. Okay, I'm going to pop these cards back in. So we've got number 7, Achia, patience, learning, and wisdom. Learning how to read the signals. We have the World, which is 21. I'm going to pop him back in there. And number 4, the Four of Swords. Okay, let us get going. So, collective love reading, timeless, and this is my, I wanted to say divine messages. That's the divine messages oracle deck. There's messages in there that are being sent but are not being received. Lovebirds Tarot deck. Let's go. Judgment. Judgment is Pluto. Pluto is transformation. You can see these two. Running away together once this love is transformed, once these messages come through. Once your eyes are opened to the bigger world around you. King of Swords, that's a truth. Once the truth is revealed. Don't treat her like a mind reader. The Tower, something's being revealed. A surprise. In that How Will You Know song, he likes her and she likes him, but I think they're both afraid to say. How will you know? Oh, we got the World. The World's come out. Living in your own world. You want to create a world with this person with the 10 of Pentacles. And that movie had heaps and heaps of birds. She was singing to the birds, and I think there were birds on the windowsills. Transforming this so that you're not individually living in your own worlds, actually creating a world together. But in order to do that, you will be found. Somebody has to come and find you in your own little world. And I want to say your own little bubble. You're living a little bubble. A little bubble that you've created for yourself. Look, little bubble. Little bubble up here with the moon. A little hidden, the moon is hidden. A little hidden bubble that you've created. He's got to come and pop the bubble. 5 of Swords, that is Venus in Aquarius. I said this the other day in a reading. Venus in Aquarius, people who have Venus in Aquarius, you may have that in your chart. People that have Venus in Aquarius are very, very independent. They want love, and they want beautiful, romantic love, but not at the sacrifice of their independence. Happily living in your own bubbles. And if you think about Giselle from that movie, she was literally from fairyland. I don't know where, Andalasia, I think it was. She was from one world, and he was living in New York. They were polar opposites. Actually, I just did a reading on opposites attract. So there may be links, crossover between the two, which often happens when I'm doing readings in and around each other. And I did that reading this morning. There is an attraction between two people, but almost a sense of each person is independent and trying to work out how to bring the two together. And you don't want to pop your own bubble by coming forth and telling, or this person doesn't want to pop their own bubble by coming forth and telling the other person that they like them. Because once that bubble's popped, then you're not protected. Kind of out in the open. Okay, let's have a look at, you don't want to be judged, or they don't want to be judged. I'm going to be singing that song all day. King of Pentacles. This is a strong, stable, grounded, traditional king. Independent in his own kingdom. Which, I don't know his name. What is his name? I just think of Derek from Grey's Anatomy, because that is the guy who plays the character. He is independent in his own kingdom, but she, Giselle, is independent in her own kingdom as well. Living in her own fairyland. Tell me about this King of Swords. The High Priestess. It's hidden. How will you know? It's hidden. I'm not singing. My singing voice is horrendous. Don't treat her like a mind reader. A truth needs to come forward here. About somebody's love. A surprising truth coming forward about somebody's love. Because it's hidden. Five of Pentacles, and whilst it stays hidden, there's a disconnect. If you think of the traditional drawing of the Five of Pentacles, it's two people outside a church. It's lovely and warm and cozy inside the church, but outside it's freezing cold. One world is inside, one world is outside, not connected. And those people, all they have to do is open the door and walk inside. And they get the Ten of Pentacles. Time to pop the bubble. Look at this. All little bubbles. Bubble, 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 bubble. Bubbles might be significant in this relationship. Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving knight. Takes his time, plans, methodical. Two of Wands wanted to come out. That is the planner. Page of Swords. What I'm getting off that is unsureness of how to actually deliver the message. We've got the Star, which is 17. So, the Star is healing. The Star is Aquarius. The Star is fated for you to meet. Again, we've got this Aquarius, this Venus in Aquarius. Maybe the Venus in Aquarius transit is important in this connection. Potentially, both people had to create their own worlds, become the king and queen of their own stories, their own bubbles before this came together. And I'm thinking of Glenda. Is it Glenda the Good Witch who arrives in The Wizard of Oz in that bubble, and then the bubble pops? Maybe the both of you come together and it pops. That's why things have come together. You will be found. You will find each other if you haven't already. The Nine of Cups, it'll be wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. Now, when Dorothy landed in Oz, arrived in Oz, and her house landed on the Wicked Witch of the West, the Wicked Witch of the East, who did her house land on? It was wish fulfillment. For the people of Munchkin Land, it was wish fulfillment. A fated event that was meant to happen. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is Saturn in Taurus. You meeting this person was meant to happen so that you could plant seeds together. It's taken a long time though. Eight of Swords on the bottom. That's that song. That's how you'll know. How does she know that you love her? How does he know? She sings it, he sings it. They're both, and I mean, if you look at the ribbon that's tying these swords, there's no knots there. It can be unraveled. There is one sword of truth there. It's unraveled when a truth comes out. Six of Cups underneath. Potentially a past life connection. And then we've got the Ace of Swords underneath. A truth. A truth has to come out. A truth has to be revealed in order for this love. Okay, let's get some messages from your guides about this love. Falling in love with your authentic self. That's what's happened. That's why you're in your own little bubble, because you've done the work and you're not interested in anything external. You're just focused on you, and that's not a bad thing. The only way out is through. For this person, the only way to find out if the feelings are reciprocated is to come forth, because you're not a mind reader. And that might be you, or that might be your person. Telepathy, you're actually communicating with each other. A mind reader. Telepathy is when you read somebody's mind. Just not in the physical yet. This relationship is protected, and you are encouraged to be playful. It's a new connection. Yeah, because in that first song, How I Wish That You Were Mine, they weren't together yet. And in That's How You'll Know, there was an underlying, you know, that feeling that you get when there's just, it's almost this buzz. There's something underneath the surface, but it hasn't sparked yet. Well, it's about to. Patience and perseverance. As I said, the Seven of Pentacles is planting seeds. Divine timing, patience and perseverance. It's taken a little while to get to this point. So this is my Angel Oracle deck. Let's see who is supporting you on this journey, or supporting your person. So here, number 28, health and longevity. Number 70, Jabamia, alignment on your spiritual path. You are meant to align with this person. This is a cute bit of a relationship. I love that. It's almost the anticipation. 63, Annuel, travel, business, banking, and commerce. Now, she traveled from her realm, I want to say, Andalasia, into his. Somebody needs to cross that threshold to burst that bubble. Shevakia, reconciliation, peace, and harmony. There will be reconciliation once that happens. Let's get 2 more. 69, Rochelle, discovery. 36, Menadel, protects your employment and preserves your livelihood. I'm going to get 1 more there because I don't like it when it's off balance. That's just me. Unless Spirit says no. Oh, no, we're good. And 54, Nithael, mercy. It's a mercy song by Phil Wickham. And it's about Adam and Eve asking for mercy. Maybe you feel like you've done something wrong within this connection. Or maybe your person feels like they've done something wrong that's jeopardized this connection. Prophetic revelations in dreams, the lover of the arts. 17, Lavia. Lover of the arts. The arts is music, film, literature. When I think of, you know, the messages that have come through this music that I've channeled, and the messages that obviously are also interwoven into that Enchanted movie. 57, that wanted to reveal itself. 57, Namamia, prosperity. There is prosperity ahead for this relationship when this truth is being revealed. Now, this is my love messages deck. Let's see what your person wants to say to you. Sinners, they're not verbalizing it. Oh my goodness me. I'm not taking all those. I will take those. I'm feeling lost and lonely. Please have faith. Please have faith maybe while they get the strength to get the courage is what I want to say. You are a blessing to communicate with you how they feel. Communicate more than behind the little smile that they wore. I know there is things we need to discuss. You know what? When I think about my future, you are right beside me. Self-love, that's what's put you in your bubble, which, as I said, is not a bad thing. I couldn't tell you the truth. They couldn't reveal themselves. They've just been watching from the sidelines. I don't want to listen to other people anymore. Maybe people in their life have been telling them that your worlds are too different. Take the first step. You are the love of my life. I sabotaged this because of fear. And finally, you have breathed new life into me. I think in that movie Enchanted, she was so sweet. She saw the whole world through rose-colored glasses. He lived literally in New York, which is a highly cynical, highly fast-paced, and she breathed new life into him. He saw the world through her eyes once their worlds collided, when 2 worlds collide. Truth and honesty is my priority. Okay, now we have lost the light. It's going to start. So apologies for I'm glad I actually turned my overhead lights on. Somebody's turning the lights on in this relationship. Finally, we're going to get some Scrabble tiles. This is letters and numbers. I'm going to give it a shake. It might be a little bit noisy. Maybe the initials of you or your person, or something that pertains to this connection. So we have a K and a 5, a G and a 2, a V and a 4, an A and a 1, a W and a 4, a U and a 1, a J and an 8. Look at these two sitting on top of each other. When two worlds collide, a B and a 3, an X and an 8, an O and a 1, a T and a 1, a Q and a 10, a P and a 3, an F and a 4, an I and a 1, and an E and a 1. Okay, that is what I have for you today. I hope this reading was helpful, that you got some messages from it. Good luck with your love story. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to be notified of future readings, hit the notification bell. I will list those songs and the music videos or lyrics in the description box. Please have a look at those. There may be further messages in them for you. I'll also list that movie. And as I said, if you are interested in any of my tarot or oracle decks, the links to those can also be found in the description box. Thanks again, and I'll see you again in another reading.